Right then, it's a quick walk around video, and this is for a Ford Focus. It's a 1.6 TDCi Zetec estate. This is a car we've taken in as a part exchange. As most people know, we specialise in Honda and Lexus cars, and this one has come in. The car's covered 125,000 miles, got a full history, a long MOT on the car, and it's in really good condition for the age of the vehicle. 62 plate, a late one actually, because it's a 2013 registered car. Front very clean, lights and lenses clear and intact, there's no cracks or condensation there. Bonnet for the miles is very clean, hardly a stinch of any notes on there. Near side really smooth in the panel work. Sorry, someone's hedge cutting next to me, so tractor's going by, hope you can hear me. Alloys really good on the near side front. Near side rear again really good. Got one little blister there, just needs touching in. On the back, again very clean. The off side of the car, driver's side, incredibly smooth in the panels. I mean, it's going to be the odd mark, I can't see anything that sort of jumps out massively at me. Offside rear, really good. And main panel work is exceptionally good. And front alloy, again, lovely condition. So externally, given the age of miles, it's in very nice condition. Coming to the back now, huge boots on the car, load liner fitted as well, which is quite nice to see as well. It's coming to the back of the car now, plenty of room, and it's been kept in very nice condition. Coming in front of the passenger side, again, all generally very clean and tidy. Finally, in on the driver's side, door card again, kept really well. Footwell hour is good. You got a little mark on the seat there, and you got a bit on the bolster, which for the miles it's done and the age, I guess is about right, really. So we're inside the car now. Engine's running as always the case, so I can dashboard's illuminated for you. Again, in really nice condition. A bit of wear on the silver plastic bits around by the vents there. You can buy new vents or surrounds for next to nothing in all honesty, but generally said it's been kept absolutely beautifully. Come to the main dash pinnacle, hopefully you can see 125,978 miles, and there are no warning lights on the car at all. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Ford Focus 1.6 TDCi Zetec, and it's the estate version. This car's registered SM62PXL, and mileage at the start of the road test is 125,799 miles. The reason we do our videos, and especially the road test sections, is actually really for cars like this, the cars we take as a part exchange, maybe a bit older, higher mileage. And just gives people an opportunity to see the car before they come to see us. We, like many people, have been to see cars which have looked absolutely fine in photographs or description, but then you get there, drive it, and you find there's an obvious fault that shows up, which would probably have stopped you going. We also do it on these very quiet country roads. It's a beautiful part of Gloucestershire. This actually forms part of the road test route we take our customers on. And the hope is, of course, it'll be representative of what you'd feel yourself if you went on a drive in the car. So coming to the car, it's been very well maintained. Ordinarily these cars we sent straight to trade or auction, but it drives so nicely that we decided to offer this. Engine starts instantly, settles to a smooth, even idle. There are no warning lights on the dashboard at all whilst the engine's running, and temperature gauge about a third or so from what I can see on there, which apparently is exactly where it's meant to be. Very smooth and quiet, the engine. It pulls really well. It's flexible, but it's never raucous in any way. It's a really nice unit. The gentleman that part exchanged it was averaging on here 54.4 miles per gallon, and it readily admits that it wasn't ideal for high economy in terms of where he was driving, but you can get a lot better than that, or you could get worse. Depends on how you drive them, I suppose. Engine then feeds through into clutch and gearbox, clutch in the car, nice and smooth. Bite point's exactly where it's meant to be. And it's nice and slick in operation, bites really well. Then you've got this 6-speed manual gearbox. Ford always do nice gearboxes, or generally do, and this is no different. It's nice and slick, it's positive, the engagement's really nice. It's a gearbox you actually enjoy using rather than feeling as though you kind of have to use it. But it still feels absolutely tight in the gate, just zero signs of wear in it that I can feel there at all. Then coming on to the steering and chassis, which has always been the star of the show for the Focus. I used to work for Ford years ago. It shows how long ago it was because I was selling Escorts then. But the Focus was a complete game changer for them in terms of driving dynamics. It's a brilliantly set up car, I have to say. It's in terms of absolute chassis, it's best in class. That's a hard thing for someone who sells Hondas to admit. The steering is perfection. It's beautifully weighted. It's got substance to it, but it's it's so accurate, so precise, but it's absolutely dialed in perfectly to the chassis. They work together like no other car. It flows through corners, so if you enjoy your driving, the Focus is a real driver's car. It devours corners of any type. It always feels completely settled, never nervous in any way, but it's just so fluid when you go through the corners. It also, by the way, tracks dead straight in terms of the steering, without any vibrations at this speed or any speed up to the legal limit. The chassis itself, as I said, it's so keen, but the flip side is, ordinarily, to get that kind of handling, you completely sacrifice ride quality. Completely opposite with this. It's one of the most comfortable cars in the class. It's beautifully damped. The compromise between the two is absolutely in the sweet spot. It's brilliant. Incidentally, absolutely no clonks, rattles, anything from underneath the vehicle at all. So all very solid there. Brakes on the car, make sure no one's behind me, are excellent on the car. They're powerful. They bite really well, but there's no pulsing or vibrations coming back through the brake pedal, so all in very good order. And then coming inside the car, it's been kept really well, and the Focuses were always generally very well put together. There's no squeaks, no rattles from in here. It feels really tight. Dash layout is very nice and sort of driver orientated. I haven't pressed every single button on there. I know the radio works, I know the wipers work, I know the lights work. The only thing I can find on the car, which you would have to attend to, or it may just be gas, is the air conditioning doesn't seem cold. So you'd have to factor that in. I don't lay any claims that whether that works or doesn't work. But at the moment it doesn't feel particularly cold. It does come with a traffic camera, or these road thingies. Again, I've no idea how it operates or works, but it's in the car, and if it does work, then that's absolutely great. Dash binnacle in front, lovely clear legible dials, and a nice leather bound steering wheel, which again shows very little sign of wear. The car drives genuinely. If someone drove 100 miles to see it, I don't think anyone could complain how the car drives, because it doesn't feel like a car of its age or mileage. It feels like a much younger car in the way it drives. I can't fault it, actually, apart from the air conditioning. I cannot fault it.